present yourself to the world, how you sit here and walk around like it's a hoe and it's okay. And that's not the type I want to affiliate myself with.
Hey, what's up? What's going on, my beautiful people out there? Guys, make sure you subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet done so. Share this video wherever you like to share videos and give it that good old thumbs up. Also, check out my main channel, Samore Love TV. Okay, guys, shout outs for last week. I remember I saw one from Gia Bomb. Happy New Year's, back at you, girl. And also to my girl Queen She, who does amazing wig recaps. Guys, you can check her out as well. And once again, that's 2 comments from my last video. Alright, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Let's jump right in. Let's dive in, honey. So Juju, she was doing like, I think she was doing like a photo shoot for her book that she's going to be coming out with. Yandy comes up and she's talking to her about, you know, the whole Mendecees situation and the fact that she didn't even tell Mendecees that she didn't send off the paper so they could be officially married. Like, she dead up played him. So he's mad at her about that, and she's like, what? You didn't tell him? She's like, no. And then the second thing that she ended up telling her was that she got a call, a suspicious call from this chick that's supposed to be Samantha's bestie, talking about she wants to meet up with her to talk about little Mendecees. So she's not too sure about that because she don't really know the girl like that. So she's gonna meet her in like a public place. And Juju's like, yeah, girl, you need to be careful, you know, cuidado, mommy, you know, be careful, okay? So now Remy Ma, she now has that new manager or PR person that she said she was going to get. She was talking to them via the iPad and just kind of catching up. And it seems like the girl's doing pretty good. She already caught up with the emails that Papoose was kind of falling behind on because he's doing so much. And now he can really focus on just being like her husband and just doing things with her. They can go out, things to eat or whatever, and celebrate things. And Papoose did notice that the girl was pregnant, so he like, look at her, she's working, she's doing her thing. She's like, nah, it's different because she's behind the scenes and she don't have photo shoots that she got to do. She's not going on stage and things like that. She's behind, and that's kind of true. Like, this girl ain't making no appearances. Everything she's doing behind the scenes, answering emails, making bookings or whatever. So Tara is back, honey. We waited a while, but she's back. And she was talking to Cisco, but this scene was like kind of melodramatic. Like, it was like super dramatic. And I'm just like, really? Really though? They were talking about how him and Peter had the falling out, how they had the problems. And she's like, but why would you take money from him? And he got like almost 10 kids. That's crazy. And he's just like, well, you know, this dude's been effing him over. Rich Dollar's been effing him over. And he runs with Peter, so Peter got it. And I'm like, emoji sign. How the hell does that make sense? Like, for me, that doesn't make any type of sense. Like, that would make me go crazy or somebody. Like, are you serious? I don't have nothing to do with that. Just you be on some high school, middle school type of ish talking about some, oh, you was hanging with him and I don't hang with him, so I'ma mess you up. Like, get out of here with that. That's, how old are you again? So we move on to Snoop and Sophie Green. Sophie Green was, she was practicing because she's gonna be doing a performance at Snoop's event. And that event, it was actually pretty good. It was going well. Snoop went on stage and Snoop was just kind of talking about, introducing her artist or whatever. And when she did that, J. Agent was acting real stupid. She was like drinking. Like, when you're supposed to be doing an event, when you're supposed to be managing, anything like that, like, you're not supposed to get crazy drunk. I used to do events where I was a host, where I was a party promoter, and I also used to be a manager, a social media manager for models. And I used to go out on events with them as well. And that's actually where I seen Papoose a few years ago. I met him and took a picture with him. It's like on my Instagram, but it's like 2, 3, 4 years ago. It's like a long time ago. But anyways, so you're supposed to always remain professional regardless of the setting. Like, I hardly ever drink. Like, I would take like maybe 1 drink just to get a little loosey-goosey. But I never got like, you know, chocolate girl wasted or anything like that, because this is something that is behind your name. This is a professional setting. You know what I mean? So it's not the type of scene to be getting crazy like that. You're supposed to remain professional. And she was just like, whoa, I love you, to Snoop, and Snoop was on stage, and Snoop was like, I love y'all too. Like, just trying to keep it professional. She's like, y'all, like, what? Who else you love? You're supposed to only love me. Like, you know, that's the way her face was looking. And then the other girl goes on stage, Sophie Green. She's like, yeah, that's my bestie. I'm like, girl, you fake. Like, the song that she's singing right now is about you, talking about she don't like the fakes and the phonies, and that's why I could steal your man. Like, she made that song inspired by you idiot. Like, I'm listening to the words, I'm like, this sounds kind of familiar. Did y'all notice that? I'm like, okay. Following that, Major Galore, she's real pretty. Like, I was looking at her just now. I wasn't too sure the first time. I mean, I noticed that she was looking good, but now she was looking real good. I'm like, okay, I see you, honey. First lady of Gwynnin. So she's she talks to what's his name, to DJ Self. And, you know, she lets him know that she's first lady of Winning Entertainment or whatever. But she says that she don't really like the way Mariah Lynn's been talking about her. Mariah Lynn's been acting real shady and talking to DJs behind the scenes, talking about, oh, don't play her music around me. Like, what that got to do with you? Why you hating like that? So he's like, he can't really have that, and he's going to have to make sure that he has a talk with Mariah Lin. He does have a talk with her. And she actually tells him that he's, you know, her number one. He's her day one. So she actually signed the papers. Now, I guess she had another copy of the contract that she ripped up and gave back to him at the club. So now she's ready to take that spot. And he's like, you know, she gonna have to learn that there's two queens, not one. And he also is like, yo, like, you really gotta chill out, because now you're both my artists and I can't really have one going against the other type of thing. And she was just like, well, I don't really like the way she was talking about me. I guess she heard that this girl said something about her, supposedly, allegedly, whatever. And she was like, she wasn't really talking like out loud to anybody. She kind of talked to a DJ behind the scenes and was saying how she don't really like this chick. And how she shouldn't have gotten her business when she was talking to Self. So, they show the scene with Yandy and this other chick that I was telling you about, the one that's supposed to be Samantha's bestie. So this girl is real super shady and a super kiss booty. Okay, I guess she wanted to be on the show. She comes up to Yandy and tells Yandy that she heard that Erica is plotting to take her down, to come up with stuff to say that she's been cheating on Mendecees, and, you know, just to kind of make her look bad. And Samantha started changing. She's coming with this girl, trying to bring her down. And she's noticed that, and she tried to bring her into it. And the girl went as far as to even apologize for something she didn't even do. Like, how you ain't even do nothing yet, and you apologizing to Yandy? I think this girl was straight kissing booty. Like, I feel like she was doing the most, just trying to get on Yandy's good graces, talking about, you know what, I'm going to send you the audio files. I'm going to email them to you. Because Yandy's like, yes, please do that so I can have all the things that I need, so when they come at me, I know what to say. And I'm just like, yo, Samantha, I would straight cut this chick off, because at the end of the day, this chick is shady. If she really had a problem with something, she should have came to Samantha and told her. She don't know nothing about Yandy. Like, Yandy's not your cool people. That's not your friend. You're not affiliated with her in any way. So why are you going back to Yandy? So, yeah, I'm not really, I mean, it's cool. I understand she's being, you know, woman power or whatever. But nah, you don't know this chick from nowhere. Like, I feel like you was just kissing, you straight kissing butt. That's just it. So Mariah Lin, DJ Self, and Major Galore, they all meet up into a little location or whatever. Mariah Lin looked pretty cute. She had on a nice little outfit. She was, of course, throwing shade immediately, like, oh, this girl looks like crap. You know, I guess she didn't get the memo that she's supposed to look cute. And they kind of hash it out, and Galore tells her why she doesn't really like her. Mariah Lin tells her why she doesn't really like her. They didn't really, like, settle anything. But the thing that DJ Self put out there is like, oh, I'm going to have, he pretty much going to have them battle for a chance to be on this powerhouse super big event that's like real major for artists, and it would have them on stage with him, like, you know, like real big time type of thing. So both of them, of course, they want that spot, so they're gonna have to both perform their best songs in front of, I guess, their fans and friends and stuff like that. And I guess the fans are gonna decide which one is going to be the one on there. So I'm like, and they were saying it too, like the girls are like, this is gonna make it even worse because now we're gonna be competing against each other, like this is gonna make it real catty. And he's like, nah, this is like friendly competition. Nah, he know what he's doing. He's just trying to make it even worse, and he's not helping the situation at all. But I mean, friendly competition is one thing, but not amongst people that don't like each other. That's not a friendly competition. Following that, Cisco and Peter, they meet up. They meet up like in a undisclosed location, like in some parking lot or something. And Peter, they're talking, but Peter's just like, you know what, you was grimy to me, and if how you gonna take money from me? If the situation were to go down again, I wouldn't change anything. I would straight come for you and hop over this mother table again and come for you. And Cisco's like, oh, word? Well, let me save you the chance. And then they go to fight again. But, you know, security's on deck. They broke them apart. But then they actually do have a breakthrough moment. And I don't think this would have happened with females. Like, a lot of times, females just have so much pride. Sometimes guys, I think, can, well, depending on the guy, they can get over situations a little bit faster. And I think that luckily they were able to do that because Cisco kind of had a breakthrough and just, he kind of broke down actually and was just like, yo, you don't know what I'm going through. Everything's all about you. But I'm going through all this craziness with, I just lost my wife and now I'm about to lose my mother. And this is somebody I just got back in good graces with. And he's like, yo, my mom is dying. And Peter's like, wow, like, you never told me none of this. How am I supposed to know this? Maybe I would have understood the situation a little better. And, you know, the reason why you're stressed and you're lashing out is because all these things are going on with you. You know, a lot of times when people stress, not everybody knows how to handle it correctly. Like, they do spiteful things. Like, he just feels like God is, like, cursing him right now, and he doesn't care about anything. So that's the reason why he's like, he doesn't give a crap about anything, because he's just like, whatever, like, nobody cares about me, I'm not gonna care about nobody else. And that's what he's been showing. But now Peter understands, and they was able to like hug it out, and I think they're gonna have a meeting with Rich, because at the end of the day, like, that's who you really matter, and that's who he has to talk to. I guess he feels like Rich let him down or whatever, especially with the whole restaurant thing. So that's who he has to, like, get back good with. I feel like they just need to have, like, a men's meeting, like, you know, just chill out and just be good. And that was pretty much the end of the episode as far as everything that went down. We got this pretty fast, this recap. So yeah, guys, definitely make sure you check out my Haves and Have-Nots recap, which is coming out tomorrow. And, you know, until next time, be sure to stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I'll see you in the next one.